Righty, Chaos Crew. We're live. Welcome back. Session 30. Whoa. Look at us. This is our 18th episode with Riven. Math.
Birthday. He's not old enough to drink yet.
Not quite. All right, so previously, our beloved Chaos Crew were only a day away from the nearest Alderheart outpost, Meadowfen. Unfortunately, they must still cross the final stretch of the Scorched Grove through the path of the legendary Ashsnake. The all-consuming fiery force of nature appears to be chasing none other than a team of tenders, headed by one of Riven's old friends, Cara. Riven jumps out of the low-flying balloon and begins chasing after them, while Greb and Flubs try to steer the storm cloud to pick up Cara and her team, deciding not to tussle with the Ashsnake today. Flubs tries to overcome his fears and struggles to hit Riven with the greater healing potion. Greb and Lady Morgort use their flying skills to steer the storm cloud balloon to safety over the lava river, and Flubs helps by attaching rope to the couch, creating a rope ladder for Cara and Co. to climb up. Greb saves the day with her potions by throwing it was a hallucinogen bomb, right? Not a halogen bomb.
Yeah, hallucinogen.
Hallucinogen bomb, causing the Ashsnake to make a wisdom saving throw, which he fails twice. Riven tries to head off Cara and the team before they have to cross the lava river and aid them in being picked up by the rope. After you safely escape, Flubs and Greb question Cara's relationship with Riven. The two tell Cara that Riven was looking for a place to lay down and die. And Flubs notices Cara's look of concern after Riven coughs black phlegm into his hand. Cara and Riven have a conversation privately about what the two young adventurers told them. Riven admits to feeling extremely guilty and ashamed for leaving under false pretenses. Cara applauds him for being honest, but also mentions that she believes Serafine, your long-term partner, now ex, will most likely be extremely upset when she sees you. She also brings up there have been murmurings about Odwald, but immediately tables the discussion until after dinner. You hug it out, and you guys sit down for dinner with the rest of the team. So you've they've provided some extra rations with you. They are it doesn't seem like they have any meat with them, but it's hard cheese, bread, berries, nuts, that sort of dealio. And they essentially make do. They pull all their resources together. You see Pot is trying to make some kind of broth with the water from their water skins, and you guys end up having like a nice salad, some nice veggie stew, and a charcuterie board essentially. So Lady Morgort is flying the balloon, and you guys make do with sitting. Some are standing. There's just not enough chairs in the establishment. Over dinner, is there anything in particular that you think comes up, Riven?
I just love dried cranberries on salad. It's my favorite.
It's so good.
I gotta say it. It needs to be said. I think for now, Riven is sort of he's not zoned out, but he is mentally just running through every possible scenario in his mind about how this could all shake out when they eventually do get back. I guess it's sort of daydreaming, like just role-playing. How bad is this going to be, and what different defenses can I have prepared for myself when inevitably I get my shit rocked in.
Yeah. So, Serafine was considered, I don't want to say loose cannon, but let's say formidable force. She is a little hot-headed. Like, there's kind of a joke. Like, you Greb and Flubs kind of hear a little bit of banter about how, like, Seraphine's the barbarian. Like, everyone always jokes, oh, she at least has like a level or two of barbarian in her, because she is really fiery and feisty. She is extremely passionate about her work and the Tenderhearts. She takes her oath extremely seriously, and part of that thought process is partially why the death of Brinley was so harsh on her. Brinley was a level 1 Tenderheart, so he was a seedling. And they had been essentially your group finally elected to take a mentee, and then almost immediately, like within the first year, he ended up dead. Very, very bad for just a team in general, especially such a tenured team. And it kind of broke something in Serafine. So there was a lot of fighting about that and a lot of grief surrounding that. The other thing, just like meta knowledge that Riven would know, is that during that day, not only did Brinley die, but Odwald essentially abandoned his post. Allegedly, he did not come home. Serafine believed that Odwald had something to do with Brinley's death, and or at the very least did not stick around to help with the situation. You don't think that Odwald would have gone through the trouble of like setting up an ambush to happen and like allowing, bandits to take you over, but you don't know. It was very bizarre that he abandoned you, so that it was like insult to injury on that day. The dinner discussion, a lot of it is one, they talk about Havel, who is one of the highest rankings of the Tenderhearts. He's a tree keeper, and he's the one who ordains people into new ranks. So there's talk of reaching out to Havel to see to basically alert him that you've come back, and also just wanting to head to Alderheart soon anyway. They mention that the annual Spring Court Ball is approaching, and that the Tenderhearts are always invited as honored guests. You usually go with Serafine. You've been every year for many years. It's a great place to rub elbows and see who's in the community and It's also the rare chance to see Queen Titania. Very little people actually get her ear during this ball, but she is there and mingling, so it's a very rare occurrence.
I think I perk up a little bit at the mention of the Spring Court Ball. I am not trying to have any conversations about Havel. I'm just yeah, sure. But very much downplaying that part. Because everyone else on the team, I'm just not trying to get into it right now. Are either Greb or Flubs familiar with Queen Titania, or just me?
Greb.
I am.
Yeah, Greb is familiar.
I've never met her, but I've heard of her.
So I think this was post credits last session, but I'll like remind of the meta of way back in the day when it was the Seelie and Unseelie court. Queen Titania had the Unseelie court, and Zybilna had the Seelie court. That has not been a thing for hundreds and hundred thousands of years, right? And then Greb also knows that Zybilna / Tasha has reached the rank of Archfey. And in her time of like studying and fangirling over Zybilna, Archfey is a specific term that's reserved for very few. And Queen Titania is not mentioned as having that rank as well.
She outranks Titania now.
Yeah, Zybilna has almost always outranked Queen Titania.
Gotcha.
Can you become an Archfey? Like, is it just age and experience, or like power level, or?
I won't make Flubs roll for this, but I think
Flubs is not gonna know.
Yeah, Flubs don't know. The meta is there are only two ways to be an Archfey. Way number one is that you were there at the beginning of the Feywild, like when the Feywild became a plane of existence. You were there to like help within the magic. As far as you guys know, such a creature is not around. That doesn't mean there isn't, but if they are, they're not famous like Queen Titania and Zybilna are. Some probably have like ascended to godhood or simply passed on due to various reasons. But no one holds that title because they were born there, as far as you know. Zybilna reached level of Archfey is because she quite literally leveled up into it. You know, DND speaking, Zybilna is level 20, Queen Titania is like level 17, 18.
Got it. Okay, so it's just power level.
It's power level, yeah. And Zybilna did, in this world, create the wish spell.
Right.
So, as far as Greb would know, Zybilna is the only person who can cast that spell. Go ahead. I'm gonna have Flubs and Greb roll a insight check on the group.
Flubs would be listening to everything and would be fascinated with the idea of the Tenderhearts. Group of people combating fire. He would be eating that up. So he'd be listening to everything.
Okay.
It is exciting.
Which one is the guy who was like interested in the balloon?
Corvum. Or the Corvum Edgar.
Edgar, yes.
I think
that makes
be wanting to
perfect
talk
sense
to
for the
him
name,
and like
actually
pick his brain a bit. Okay.
Yeah, I'd be talking shop with him.
Is his middle name Alan?
Absolutely.
It was
Edgar Allan Crow, 100%. That joke was baked in there, you guys. I'm glad that Riven got it.
That's amazing.
Did I beat Greb on an insight check?
I rolled a 4, bruh.
Okay.
Well, I rolled an 11 plus 0, so...
Okay. I'll say, so... Flubs, you hear them talk about Havel and also what just in general, it seems like they do. It seems like there's kind of a couple of different schools of thought for the Tenderhearts. Some are actually like healing the grove, right? Like going through and like trying to re-heal the trees and tend to the earth. And then other branches are more looking into, I'm gonna guess, like it's almost like the philosophy or like of the land and like why the Ashsnake has appeared in the last like decade or so. And one of them also mentions that Serafine has sort of been very interested in how it's affecting like the wildlife. Like there's an increase in slime activity, like there's like weird oozes and stuff like appearing, things like how you guys saw in Thither, the little embers becoming nearly sentient, like things like that are really starting to come to a head.
Do I get a sense of like how big this group is with all the different branches?
Oh, how big like the Tenderhearts are?
Yeah.
It's probably under 1,000. Like it's not small, but it's not a massive amount of people. Trying to think about like how many humble folk are like really in the Spring Court. It's probably like a million, like, you know. Sure. You know, like there's a large populace, but only like a small percentage are devoted to this path. It's kind of akin to like being a monk, in like our sense of the word, not D&D monk.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, because they probably have like a civil relations like team, but they also have, like you said, like the scientific, like ecological stuff. Obviously, there's the frontline divisions where like Riven was one of the what do we call them? The Scorched Squad.
Yeah, Scorched Squad.
I don't know if we called it that before, but that's what it is now.
That's what it is now.
Listen, the Scorched Squad don't fuck around. Yeah, support divisions, specialized divisions, command admin, that kind of stuff. But don't listen to me. I don't know anything about organization or military tactics or anything.
The vast majority.
I just know how to Google.
The vast majority of the Tenderhearts, you also you can just see from the others. Even though Riven is multi-class, most everyone is druid. Like I'm gonna say 98% of the tenders are druids. If they're multi-class, cool, but it's druid all through and through. So,
Yep.
Greb, you kind of just bend the ear of Edgar a little bit. Edgar isn't like insanely chatty, but he is direct, and so you can kind of just like pick his brain a little bit and like move him to where you want him to be. I'll say with a 4. He does mention.
It was like
I got a 10. I rolled a 4.
Oh, sorry, 10.
I have a +6.
My bad.
Yeah.
With the 10, Corvin tells you that he's excited about this year's Spring Court Ball. He says that he rarely attends because he normally doesn't have a reason to, but this year he really wants to attend because there is a new push. Like she's basically he thinks that she is working on a team to head technology. Like he is essentially anticipating that a new section of tenders is going to be named on specifically technology. And so that's why he's really, really interested in the Stormcloud balloon, because it's like a huge feat of engineering. Flubs, as you guys talk about the tenders and all that jazz, they start swapping war stories and stuff, and Riven, you have to input at least something to the thing, which is the reason that you started is because your grandfather was eventually he reached the rank of tree keeper, and he was one of the quintessential Tenderhearts who tended to Ashborough, which was lost about 3 generations ago. It was the most, it was it's the largest town / village to date that has fallen to the Scorched Grove. And Riven, in your mind, that was one of the very first indicators of this is a downhill path.
Yeah. Get my map out. That's the one that we just flew over?
Yeah, super close to.
Yeah. You'd be like flying
Meadowfen?
over it now. Yeah, you're heading towards Meadowfen.
Flubs, I mean, unless Riven says something, Flubs would not pick up on the Riven being like, oh, some of these stories are personal feelings. He'd be listening to the war stories, like, oh, and then what happened? With wide eyes and good listener.
Riven's grandfather's name was Tiberius. Extremely large, blue, dragonborn. He was a beefy boy.
So beefy.
He was notably also a barbarian druid.
What was his name again? I wrote it down.
Tiberius.
Is he still alive or is he?
He is for show dead. Yeah. Riven is older. Go ahead, Flubs.
Yeah, he's daddy age. Father age, pardon me. You said he had attended to, or ascended to the rank of tree keeper. Is that just a high rank, or is there only one tree keeper at a time?
That is such a good question. So tree keeper is essentially the highest rank. There's typically like less than like 5-ish at a time, like just because it is the highest rank, and once you get to that rank, you're usually off of like a team, like you've ascended high enough to be like, okay, I'm old. You're usually old by the time you actually get there, and you either become like head of a facet of the Tenderhearts, like usually you're like awarded for, you know, great deeds and blah blah blah, and then you get to sort of head that faction, or you do what Riven said he was doing, which is you retire to the Scorched Grove. You choose a place within the Scorched Grove to make your final stand. Some tree keepers like do both, right? Like, and then will just right before they get like too old and incompetent will go off, and then some just don't. Either one is acceptable.
Because there's the family legacy piece, it adds an entirely different layer of like shame to the whole me not doing my job thing.
Certainly the two previous Umber Frails 100%
and that's
did
not
make their last stand.
Yeah, and so it's not just a fire tender, essentially deserted. It's an Umberfrail deserted. That's insane.
Riven.
Grandpa would be turning in his grave.
Riven, your family is no longer with you, unfortunately, except for your grandmother.
Oh, shit.
She is a white dragonborn named... Hold on. I wrote this down. Daisy. Do not let the name fool you. She's a tough old lady.
I think at this point, Riven might interrupt Edgar's conversation. Because he wants to know more about the spread of the Scorched Grove, basically. I mean, I'm assuming Edgar would be the person who would know the most about that.
Yeah, Edgar fully pulls out glasses and a little notebook where he keeps fastidious notes. Yes, well, you see, the grove has expanded several square feet this year, and unfortunately, we are seeing a rise in. And he gets kind of a almost a bashful look, but he as if this is impolite to bring up a mixed company. But he says, tender hearts disease. It is growing steadily and within the general populace, even.
What's that?
Is this a private conversation?
Yes, of course. It's, when you're...
Are you sick?
A disease?
Yes, when you are acutely or routinely exposed to the ash and smoke, either from directly from the Ashsnake itself, or even from the Scorched Grove for years and years, you can develop a blackened heart.
Your heart? Not your lungs?
Yes, it's very specific.
Edgar, how much has the acceleration increased? I know that, the last time I was here, the grove would have reached Alderheart's outer wards in 50 to 80 years. Has that stayed the same? Has it gotten worse? Have we seen any improvement from the restoration teams?
I mean, yes, 80 was quite hopeful, was it not? I believe now the numbers we are giving are more 40 to 60.
Crap, is that less?
Don't worry about it.
Yes, it is less. Yes, the disease takes root in your heart and then unfortunately pumps black sludge into your bloodstream, eventually shutting down multiple systems.
What kinds of solutions have you tried?
Interesting question. Yes, very good. Well, we have tried various methods. One that I am particularly interested in is the use of a specific mushroom. You kind of see that the table gets a little uncomfy as he starts like talking about this. Greb, I would say you've seen this before when people are presented with like experimental magic or like things as of the such. It is a hard conversation to breach.
I think Greb would have like he would have Greb's rapt attention, and she'd be like very excited to discuss stuff like that with him.
Is the vibe that the others just they don't prescribe themselves to like those?
They
sorts
don't agree
of
with the methods that are currently being used.
Like taboo to them.
Well, you see, we are experimenting with a specific mushroom. You might know of it, a black cap mushroom, typically used in the cleaning of corpses. A few of us have been experimenting on maybe making a different breed of this mushroom to only clean out specific poisons within the bloodstream. However, it's extremely temperamental. We're breeding dozens and dozens of generations of mushrooms at the same time, and also, well, we must soon get permissions on using different patients.
Oh, you're already doing patient trials?
We are currently working with corpses. However, the jump to live patients is hotly debated.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're really only supposed to do that when you're, like, totally sure it's gonna work.
Yes. There have been many debates about if we can try with maybe some of the lesser animal population or some terminal patients as well. There has also been some talk with the university and their necromancy department.
Oh.
What does going to tablet?
You see Corvum gets like ruffles up a little bit, and he goes, well, I'm hoping that during the spring court I can bend her ear slightly, and with her support we can begin patient trials. I understand that it is unsavory, but our patients are terminal nonetheless.
And she's willing to fund those trials, do you think?
We shall see. Table is wildly uncomfortable. Everyone's just like, yeah.
I think
I
Greb's
love
gonna
cranberries
start.
on my salad.
Hey, sometimes hope is worth buying if that's something she's willing to fund.
Greb's gonna talk to him about, like, well, have you tried, like, growing it in the Scorched Grove soil, and then maybe it could, and, like, just talk about different things they've tried and try to learn more about,
He like, absolutely latches onto you, and, towards the end of dinner,
I have a question for Cara.
Am
I sitting by Cara?
Yeah, you're sitting by Cara. Of course.
Okay, I'll save it.
He says, there is this absolutely wonderful shop I should show you. I do need to re-up on my supplies. Meadowfen is not the most material-based town, and so I do have to get some rare
Blade supplies too.
Yes.
Yes, I'm running low on cupcakes.
Yeah, I don't believe that they have cupcakes there, but there is a lovely bakery across the street. Yes.
Which shop is it?
Oh, it's very famous. Zeerbooks.
Zeerbooks?
Zero for now.
Zeerbooks.
Zeerboogs.
Zerbox.
Yes, that is.
Does this name sound familiar to me?
Well, it sure do sound like your last name, don't it?
A totally common
Interesting.
name.
Could you maybe take me to the shop?
Oh, I would love to. Run by.
It's like Burberry.
Run by the. Honestly, one of the most talented wizards in Queen Titania's court. If honestly, not the most talented.
The court wizard owns that shop?
Yes, he's a little long in the tooth now, but he always claimed that Queen Titania invited him personally to come to the Spring Court years and years ago.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Is it more awkward now? Because now Riven's like, wait, it's awkward, but not because of me this time. What's going on here? Can I lean over to Cara and ask questions?
Sure.
Okay, so like this is a kind of a private. I know we're all at the table, but like,
Right. But you sidebar her.
Sidebar or whisper times. Do you have to meet with Havel tomorrow? Or whenever?
Tomorrow? Oh, no, not. I mean, I haven't even really told him that we're on our way, although I'm sure he expects a check-in soon. But, no, we can meet Havel whenever you please.
Will we have to tell him everything?
She gets a look on her face like, oh, don't make me lie for you, Riven.
He's going to ask direct questions.
Yes, you know how he is, and he's, you know, I would absolutely say that he leads with empathy, but he really, really prefers when you just lead with the truth.
He could argue to have me banished.
He could argue to have you banished, yes. Or deranked. Honestly, don't know which is worse. Your grandmother would maybe hunt me down and kill me. I'm very scared of her.
I don't think there's a good outcome in there.
Sounds like a future us problem.
Well, I don't know if he could.
He may be.
I hope he doesn't take it personally.
Oh, well, he may certainly just ask for an apology in the form of a quest. That's the best case scenario, that he has like a secret mission for us.
Unless it's a one-way mission.
Well,
An apology, but also a consequence.
sure. Isn't that what your ward said that you wanted to do anyway? Absolutely not here to rub it in your face or anything. Just saying, I don't know if that's the worst option. That's if Serafine doesn't kill you first.
There's a pretty high probability of that, too.
There's a very high probability that... Serafine will kill you. She'll find Odwald, and she'll make him bring you back. This is too soon for this joke. I'm really so sorry, Riven. So sorry. Okay.
No, she's gonna have the collective anger of 2,000 people.
Yes, I'm honestly would much be focusing on Seraphine's reaction than Havel's reaction. Havel, we can sort of... I don't know, Riven. Listen. Does Serafine know?
Does she what?
Does she know what you were trying to do?
Oh, hell no.
Okay, so she thought that you were earnestly going off to the Scorched Grove to find a place.
Yeah.
Okay. Cara realizes that she is now your secret keeper, and she's a little pissed. Not like mad at you, but just like, damn it. Now I really have to make a decision. See, if Serafine knew, then I could have sort of been like, oh, well, two of you know, and then, but now it's just me, so now I have to really think about it. Thank you, Riven. Anything
Part of me
else?
being back here is going to be a lot of apologizing and a lot of making people upset, and then apologizing for that also.
Yes, such is the way of the tender hearts, is it not?
You know all of my grandfather's stories. You know what he accomplished.
It was honestly one of the best.
He failed too. And if he could rise from his failures, maybe I can too.
I believe that. She puts a little wing. They have wings, okay? They have hand wings. I don't want us to think about it too much. She puts a wing on your shoulder.
Do they have human teeth?
No.
Please say no.
No.
Okay.
I can't. No. I can't.
No more questions for me. That's enough.
That's enough. That's all at this time.
Dogs with hands.
The table discussion turns to, well, so where are we going? It's honestly just going to be impossible to have the storm cloud bloom approach Alderheart just because the forest is wickedly dense, and I do want it to be safe. It is an absolute marvel of technology. Edgar, I know that you are dying to take it to Zerbugs, but I think we would have to transport it somehow without it flying. I'm not quite sure, but do we want to head to Meadowfen, or do we want to head to Winnowing Reach and figure out transportation from there?
Don't we need, like, supplies and stuff? Isn't Meadowfen the closest?
Yes,
Could
Meadowfen
we
is the
just-
closest. It is where our outpost is. It's a very small town. It doesn't have a ton of supplies. Winnowing Reach is a little bit more like by now, before you reach the end of the road, like, you know, a sign that's like gas for the next 45 miles. It's like that. And then Meadowfen is like a bathroom stop near a park.
Yeah, they're kind of empty about to.
Oh, but Master Feast, we have a pit that goes outside.
That's true.
Yeah.
Wasn't the shop that Edgar wanted to show Greb?
Yes, in Alderheart.
Oh, in Alderheart. Oh, my mistake. Okay. I don't
realized
Now the court wizard would have to travel a lot if it was all the way out here.
That,
I mean, I bet he could teleport, but I feel like it would just be the use of a high-level spell just every day, at least twice a day.
Yeah.
Commutes, am I right?
what is there did they make progress on the public transportation?
No. We're looking into, steam-powered trains and such, but it's just dragonfly and beetles for now.
I see.
Sounds fun.
Greb and Flubs, you remember from long ago, in the Witchlight Carnival, that there were giant dragonflies that you could ride. So one would assume a very similar thing exists here.
Well, I mean, Sandy Paws does have to get around with his team of deer ticks that fly.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Prancer, Dancer, and Blitzen.
Yes, we all
We should go to Meadowfen.
Okay, let's go to Meadowfen. Do we just yell up the ladder and tell Lady Morgort, or?
She don't know where she's going. Someone's got to help her out.
I can point her in the direction.
She's not been here before.
I can't really fly, but... Be like, go that
I mean,
way.
we could give her a map. Does any one of you have an extra map?
They all have maps.
Yeah, but
There you go. Problem solved.
You see Axton runs up his map to Lady Morgort. Go ahead, Greb.
Oh.
All right. You guys decide to roll to Meadowfen.
Because part of me wanted to go to Winnowing Reach, but I also... I think it'd be fun to do both.
Yeah, if we go to Meadowfen, we're probably going to stop at Winnowing Reach on the way to Alderheart.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you guys spend the rest of the day flying. It's pretty uneventful. You are slowly coming out of the Scorched Grove. Flubs, as you guys pass Ashborough, go ahead and make me a perception check as you look out the window.
All of us or just Flubs?
Just Flubs.
What the my baby I see.
Just like through the curtains, like,
14.
You're sort of like casually looking out the window. Pot hasn't gotten around to doing all the windows yet, so there's still some like and you kind of like peek your little eyes out. You see that Ashborough is almost kept as a memorial to itself. You see that there has been a sign restored, essentially. It says Ashborough. As you look out onto this small town, you feel a sharp, like, pang on your back, right where your dragon mark is.
As we're flying over Ashborough?
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong?
I just feel weird. I think that's Ashborough that we're passing over.
Can I look out?
Mm-hmm.
See the sign?
Yeah, you see the sign.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's pretty sad that it burned down.
I mean, I don't know how much history talk there was at the table, but is there any sort of way to gauge, like, how many people occupied that city when it fell?
It was a full small town that burned down, maybe like a couple hundred people.
Okay.
The real tragedy of Ashboro was almost the entire population died in this fire.
Yeah, like it just was
consumed.
Not survivable situation.
Not what?
Have you ever been near here, Greb?
Yeah. Have I ever been near
Ashboro?
Yeah. Or Alderheart as a whole, I suppose.
Greb, make a history check.
I would also like to make a history check.
Okay.
Because I want to
absolutely.
know how old my grandpa was when that happened.
Okay.
Or would I already know?
14 plus 9.
23?
I don't have plus 9 on anything.
Yeah, tell
I'm
me
smart.
About it. Actually, don't tell me about it. I have plus 10 in a couple things.
I'm trying to roll, it's not working. Refresh.
Greb, your mother was scarce in details about specific things, but she did tell you a bit about the Feywild. So specific things that Greb would know. One, that Wixla started her career in the Goblin Market, which was in the presence of a great tree known as Loomlurch. It was like it was originally started as like a goblin-only, goblin-specific market, transformed quickly into more than that, right? But,
Not simpler.
and Wixla would have mentioned that she started the Goblin Market. While she's at the Goblin Market, she meets your father. She's never met anyone like him. He was a genius like her, and that he believed and saw like her potential, and immediately like essentially came to her stall every day and was like, please let me like be your business partner. And she eventually agreed to get dinner with him, and then so they became business partners and they fell in love. And then where it all started to go downhill was Wixla said that she had been invited, that the two of them, their brand, had been invited to the Spring Court. They moved to the Spring Court. They're already married. They move their brand, They get pregnant. And then, this is where she's unclear with the details. For whatever reason, Wixla and your father had a serious disagreement about, I think, with a 20 whatever it was. You always assumed it was the direction that the brand would go in, because Wixla has a very like, her niche is armor for all, right? So she wanted to make armor and da-da-da. So you always assumed that whatever your father was into did not align with that, and that you guys could not come to an agreement, or they couldn't come to an agreement, and so she left. So you were, as far as you know, born very shortly after she left, or right before she left. And like, I think even Greb being very young probably put together in her mind, like, part of the reason that this came to a head is because they had a child. Riven, what'd you get on your history check?
I got a 17.
Okay. Tiberius was older by the time that Ashborough was raised. And it is often, I would say within the family, kind of regarded as the triggering thing that led him to his last stand. Much like how you also had like a triggering event where like one of your team members died, and this huge raising of this town marked an end on his golden career. And he saw it as, this is the only way to like, not like redeem, but like rewrite a little bit on the flavor of like how my story has taken. So he was older, but and part of that rub is his son, your dad, was not he like had just gotten married and like just been like, we're starting a family, So essentially Tiberius did not stick around to be your grandfather.
Yeah, I never met him.
Daisy did.
Well, yeah, no, I know.
Isn't Daisy his grandmother?
Yes. But there was
As
like
the wife of Tiberius?
Yeah.
I only know her. I don't know him.
Yeah.
Right.
It was he left his family, and she decided that she was going to stay.
Hey, Riven.
Yeah.
When did Ashborough disappear?
Did you say what or when?
When?
It's before I was born, I think.
About 3 generations ago. So like a solid, he was probably around your age, maybe a little older, like 50 to 55.
Tiberius was.
Yeah. Dragonborn only lived to be like 60 to 70. So he was probably
but
about
my dad was probably in like his late 20s.
Yeah.
When it happened.
Can I use that knowledge to figure out, like, in material plane time, like how long ago that would have been?
Yeah, I'll say no roll necessary or anything. It is extremely apparent from Greb just like hearing like these couple stories that like Wixla is a goblin. She also only lives like 60-ish years. And this confirms the fact for you that time moves way fucking faster in the Feywild than it does the material plane.
It's because of the excess gravity.
Sure.
So could that be like a couple of years, like 1 or 2 or 3 years?
Yeah, I don't know, like, where does it say on the character sheet?
Yeah, how old is Flubs?
You know? Yes, you could surmise that around the time of Ash, like you do the math in your head, like the Cynthia review, like you're putting together like, oh shit, because Wixla's not like your. How old are you actually, Greb? Like 7 or something? 7 or 8?
Double check. Something like that.
Something like that.
I'm 7.
Okay. So, Witchlight did have you kinda late in life. That was because she had like a booming career, but yeah, that the math is mathin' on Ashboro being raised probably about 3 to 4 ish years ago. Crazy, right?
Yeah. Hey, what kind of people lived in Ashboro?
I wouldn't have known this information, I don't think.
You would not have known this information.
No.
Hey, Cara!
Okay.
I think we could there's definitely we do a pretty good job at documenting history. I'm sure there is some document, some sort of record.
You see Edgar pulls out a census. He has like
you got your pocket census? Seriously?
He just carries that on him.
Nerd.
He gives you a dark look.
Is that a list of all the people who died in Ashboro?
Well, it is a general census of the population, and
he sort of like looks over you a little closely
and like puts his like eyes up to you and stuff. He said, "What did you say you were again?"
When?
What? Sorry, that's rude. What species? Not
It's a kobold.
Kobold.
I mean, I'm kind of a dragonborn. It's like mini. Fun-sized.
He really looked like a dragonborn when I enlarged him.
Oh, I would love to see that. Looks very good. He looks in the back and he goes, It does say here that Ashboro held a couple of the unseelie races, goblin, kobold, dragonborn. Not as many humble folk or bird folk, but yes, they honestly does see here that most of the population was kobold. I do apologize, there just isn't a large kobold population in Alderheart currently.
It's okay.
Can I peer over at the list, like over his shoulder?
Yeah.
Was I around? Did I clock the dragon mark pain when it happened?
Make an insight check.
I would love that. Because I'm going to be honest, I forget if I know this about him or not.
I don't think you do.
I don't think I do either.
You don't. Greb does.
It was almost an 18. God dang it. I got a 10.
No.
Do I see any names that say Ashbourne?
Go ahead and make me... Like, you'd really have to be peering over. Yeah, make me a perception check.
Ooh. 19.
You see Ashbourne is at the top. Starts with A.
This list is reversed alphabetical.
You see that there were it seemed like the Ashbournes had several family members within this town.
Can I, like... What are those names?
List all 7 names right now.
Yeah. Is there a toga listed among them?
I would like to know that. Yeah, that was my question.
Okay. You see you see a couple names. One, you are specifically looking for Toga Ashbourne. at the bottom of the Ashbourne list, you do see Toga Ashbourne listed as a mere 3 months old.
Oh, baby!
This shit is blowing my mind. I expected 0 of this stuff happening.
Well, can Flubs see the list too, or am I the only one looking?
I think Flubs is like...
Give me a minute. Hang on.
You see that Flub's parents are listed as Erig, and I'll type that in there, and Sizik.
Syzygy.
Syzygy.
Did not spell either of those correctly.
Yeah, me neither.
It's got the sassy kobold spelling on there. Erig is the father.
And you said a lot of family members, as in, does it seem like aunts and uncles, or does it seem like mother, father, and then lots of siblings?
No, it seems as if
The whole family tree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sizik took the family name or whatever have you, but it does seem that the Ashbournes were numerous in this town, and it is a census, so it's like pretty it's pretty sparse, but it does list their jobs, and you do notice that up towards the top there is a Brend Ashbourne, and he's listed as Magistrate of Ashborough.
Damn.
At this point, I just imagine Corbin's like, you know what? Just you can have the census.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Here you go. Just here you go. I have copies at my office. Yeah.
Oh great! I can just have this.
You know.
Oh, that's amazing.
All for you. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Great, thank you. Does it say how Bren was related to Erig or Sizik?
Brend appears to be Toga's great-great-grandfather. It appears that kobolds breed rapidly and will often have large families.
So there weren't any siblings for Flubs?
No siblings.
Like he was the firstborn?
Yeah. He was just a baby. And his parents were young.
Yes. 3 months old. Yeah.
Yeah, his parents are young ages. They're honestly probably like 13 in kobold years.
Interesting.
What is it?
Flubs can read, right? We've been over this. Let me see.
Flub!
Okay, how
Move your
about
arm. Come on.
come with me to the bedroom? I want to talk to you in private for a second.
Okay. Bye, Riven.
Hey, wait, what? Where are you going together?
Don't worry
To
about
the
it.
bedroom.
Oh my god. You're too young! I shout as they leave.
Oh, shut up, Riven.
I'm already 3.
And by my calculations, he's honestly right on track, so it's fine.
Oh. That's good to know.
I've gone through puberty, but that doesn't matter. Anyways.
This would be
It's odd to put enough
this
in
is
the
essentially
okay.
Padme and Anakin.
I'm just not a child.
Yeah, like Greb would be like 14 and Flubs would be like 9.
I'm more like 16.
Misa no wanna see that.
I'm just saying, like, if we had to be like, this is like the age, like, difference, that's kind of like what I imagine.
Yeah, he's like my little brother.
It's a bad idea.
Get your mind out of the gutter. Okay, Flubs.
Misa no have a gutter.
You just slam the door.
Yeah. Okay, Flubs. I have some information, and I don't know how it's gonna make you feel.
Ooh.
Keep the door at 3 inches, please.
Go away!
Oh, Riven, don't you remember when you were that age? Leave them alone.
Is this like sensitive?
I do remember when I was that age, and that is what concerns me.
I mean, it's up to you. It has to do with, I think, your history here.
Here? Like
Yeah,
in
so you're from the Feywild, remember?
Yes. Uh-huh.
You were
Right,
born
because-
somewhere here.
Because the name when you did the thing. Uh-huh.
Well, and we know that Kettlestein picked you up and took you back home to the circus.
Right.
You're
she
what
could have
we
done that.
called adopted, remember? We talked about adoption.
Yes, because
right.
she's my mother, but not my mother, but she can still be my mother even though I'm not like her.
Yes. So she didn't give birth to you. She didn't lay an egg and then you popped out of it. You popped out of an egg that popped out of someone else.
Oh?
Greb thinks deeply
I'm
about whether or
assuming
not that's
kobolds are
true.
born.
Go on.
I'm assuming kobolds come out of eggs, but you're a
Greb's
reptile,
like, I'm
so.
not sure, but that sounds right.
I am literally looking this up.
Anyways,
Thank you. Don't ruin my Google any further.
They do lay eggs.
Okay, perfect, yes.
They are reptilian.
yeah. So you did come out of an egg, but not from one that Kettlestein laid, but from someone
You
else.
don't have to keep explaining. I
Okay.
Get it. Yep. Thank you.
So, according to this census,
Book.
and we know your real name is Toga Ashford because of the way that my special ink spell works.
The ink. Schling! Every time you say it.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. I think you're from that town. I think you're from Ashborough.
The one that burned down?
Yeah.
Not to hijack.
You said you have memories of fire, right?
Bad dreams. Smoke.
I
and
think
flames.
those might be more than dreams.
But like, Riven was talking about it like it happened like before he was born. I'm not older than Riven. That doesn't make sense.
My
Well-
bean is freaked right now, y'all.
Time works
The lore is
differently.
insane.
In the Feywild, time moves faster than in the material plane where we lived. So, 3 generations here equals like just 3 years out there. And that timing lines up with how old you are, because you're 3. So, like 1 year equals like a decade here.
Weird.
Or maybe a century. I don't know.
Yeah. Math.
Something around there. Yeah.
That sounded so good, right?
I believe you. You're the smart one.
DM, which type of chromatic was Tiberius?
Tamarius was blue, and Daisy was white. Is
Okay.
white.
Not a black dragon had be seen. Okay, got it.
No,
Tracking.
no.
Okay.
Okay.
So, you were born in that town, and your parents used to live there.
That's what the book says?
Yeah. You're listed as one of the people who died because they never found you, I'm guessing, because Kettlestein picked you up and took you. But it says your parents' names are Erig and Sizik.
Kettlestein didn't take them.
I don't think she could take them.
Does it have a picture?
Does it?
Oh, damn. Okay, you know what? I just want there to be a picture. There is...
They have, like, newspaper cuttings of, like,
Brand
all the people
was the
who...
magistrate.
That's very true.
important.
That's very true. There is 100% a picture of Brand. Brand is like unmistakable. You know when like you see like an old photo of a relative and I don't know if you guys have experienced, this might be a singular experience, but sometimes when you don't like quite look like the rest of your family per se, but then you'll see like a photo of like a great uncle and you're like, oh, that's my face though. Brend is quite literally what you think Flubs will look like when he's an older kobold. He looks far more serious than Flubs and has like a staunchy pose. But you do see, so you see Brend with like his wife, and you see a young Eric.
So, I think this is your great-grandpa, and then this one is your dad.
He's so small.
Yeah.
I try to copy the staunchy pose that.
It's very funny. It's identical.
I can see the resemblance. Wow. Yeah. His DNA runs strong in you.
His what?
That's another conversation. Anyways, well...
Okay. I mean, is there any, like, I saw the sign. Do you think there's anything there? Is it, like, all burned down?
It kind of seemed like, from how they were talking about it, everything would have been burned down, but we could always go look. I don't know how dangerous it might be, though, since it's in the Scorched Grove, and it's been taken over. The snake might be around again.
I don't really want to see him again. Okay. My, Mark hurt a bit when we passed over it.
Really?
Might be a
Can I see it?
connection. Promise not to touch it.
I promise. Does it look any different?
I believe it was just a pure gold, like, was it golden? Right?
I
think it was like a
want
black
to say
scale.
black.
Yeah,
I think it was
it was black and gold.
Special black scale on his back that's a dragon.
Yeah.
That's why I asked what Tiberius's color was, because that'd be great.
You see it's starting to crack almost. This is a very specific Emma reference just for her. You remember back in the day when like there was like the crackling nail polish? It looks like that.
Oh. Is there like something underneath? Or like is the scale like falling apart?
It's not falling apart. It just seems to have like changed.
Like what's the color under the crackle nail polish?
It's like red, almost like a magma red. It looks fiery.
Oh.
Okay, enough of the noises. What do you see?
Look at this bump for me. Oh. Man, just tell me if it's a spider. If it's a spider, we can go to the ER. Like.
Can I put my hand near it? Is there like heat coming off of it?
Yeah. You feel a warmth. More like a little hotter than Flubs would normally run.
Well, it looks different than it did before.
Would you say he's got a scaled down fever?
Boo.
Boo. I'm gonna drop my shirt and just turn and like grab by the shoulders.
Grab.
Yeah.
What is different? You can't just say it looks different. What does it look like? Different bad? Different good?
I'm not entirely sure. It's I'm kind of leaning a bit more towards maybe bad. It looks red hot.
Like it's burning?
Yeah. Does it feel like it's burning?
Don't you feel like it's burning?
No.
No.
On his back, is it like over where his heart would be? Or is it more like the center of his back?
I want to say that we said it was one of those, right? I can't remember if I said it was centered or not.
I don't remember what we actually said. I think in my head it was more lower back.
Okay. A nice tramp stamp for you.
Like up to the well, I mean, it wasn't centered fully, but yes, in that region.
It might have been the left shoulder blade, if my notes serve me well.
That also could be. If you have it in your notes,
it could be that, yeah. Okay, yeah, it's on the left shoulder blade.
That's where Daisy.
Do you touch it, Flubs?
Yes.
Okay. As you touch it, it's a searing heat like whips through you. You stumble to your knees. You get a as if you're transported. You get a vision of a wild forest, and you see the hut that you saw in the Hall of Mirrors. It is much closer and clearer this time, and the shadowed individual in the doorway turns so you can see her face. A very, very old woman. Long white hair that gently blows in the breeze. She smiles a crooked smile, one tooth missing, and she nods at you and beckons you with a crooked finger. Flubs, as you come back, you can almost like feel a tugging in the east direction. You think that forest is close. You are in the realm of where that forest would be. She wants to find you.
Alderheart?
Even past Alderheart.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Like the Avium.
Yeah.
Bracken Mill or somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What happened? Are you okay? What? Flubs?
Oh.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna help pick him back up.
Does it
What?
hurt at all, or is it just like, does it feel exactly like before I touched it?
Just feels exactly like before. And it doesn't look any different from you touching it. It just, like, there was a moment where you had, like, a huge, like, rush of energy. Like, and it registered as pain, right? But it didn't actually do any damage to you. I would imagine it as when you're using, like, an electrical, like, stimulant machine, like for your back or something, and you put it on way too high of a setting, and you're like, whoa, at first, and then you're like, okay, this is fine.
Okay.
Maybe don't touch it.
I wasn't going to. You said not to.
I just said I should have listened to me. I'm so smart. Does it look a bit
What
different?
happened? Are you okay? It looks the same.
It's fine.
Does it still look crackly and hot?
Still looks crackly and hot, yeah. But looks the same. Did not cause you any damage.
You
That's
okay?
weird. Yeah, I mean it was like super painful, but also, I mean I don't feel it anymore. I had a vision. I saw, okay. You remember, like, way back when, in the carnival, when we were going to the, like, mirror place, and, like,
Yeah.
I was having fun, I was chasing after myself or something, and, like, I got ahead of you, and you were like, no, what's my name? Flubs, come back! And, like, I was going too fast, you know, do you remember that?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And like we came to this mirror where... Actually no, that was a separate mirror. Whatever. In that place, like I saw like this big mirror with this like hat and this woman like in the doorway, and she was like waving at me, and it like looked kind of familiar to me. Do you remember that?
I can't remember off the top of my head. Did I see that too, or was it only Flubs that saw that?
Only Flubs saw it, but Flubs did describe this scene to you at a later time.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that.
Oh, right, no, you didn't say it. Oops. Yeah, I think that was like... I get like the weirdest feeling from her, like I kind of know her, like she's kind of familiar, like maybe she knew Kaidastein or something. But anyway, I saw her just now. And she was like, she nodded at me and like beckoned me, and like I tried to come closer, but then I was back here in pain, but not in pain again. I think she's that way, like the way we're going. But like, not, I don't, it's kind of hard to tell, maybe another hat, maybe like past it, maybe like beside it, I feel like we need to go that way. Not me, but like,
well,
if you want to see her. I'd kind of like to ask her a few questions.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if it's on the way, then sure.
I want to know if, like, I ever lose this, like, pearl. And if I do, maybe, I can just touch it again, and, like, that patient will come back, and I can put the pearl again.
I think maybe we shouldn't be touching. I don't want to... You haven't coughed up any black stuff, have you?
No, but did you see what that Riven did?
Yeah.
Do you think his heart's gonna turn black, like they said?
I think it probably already has.
Greb, make
Sounds
a
like he's...
medicine check for me.
18.
You think about the ice cubes that Riven licked. And when Corvum said, or when Edgar said, Corvum's, they use their code names. When Edgar said that it is a long time, exposure and or acute exposure, Riven's certainly had both. But that acute exposure happened extremely recently. And mechanically, Riven rolled a 1, so...
Yeah, it seems like he probably has that disease. I think I might try looking into a cure, though. Maybe I could help. That'd be pretty cool if I could save a whole group of people.
Yeah, sure. And
I'd be really famous.
I mean, most of the people can't, but yeah, sure, you'd be famous. Do you think, he had it, before he left? Do you think that's why he left? Because, he knew his heart was turning black and, he didn't want to endanger his friends? That'd be super heroic if he did that.
It's kind of hard to tell. I'm not sure. Well, maybe I could save him.
Yeah.
I could try.
That'd be cool. Are you gonna feed him mushrooms?
Maybe. I do think mushrooms will be the answer. I have some ideas.
I trust you, Greb, but sometimes, when you say things like that with that look in your eye, you're actually quite scary.
Thanks. I've always wanted to be intimidating. My mom is really intimidating.
Cool. I mean, maybe next time you can just, drink that potion of yours, what you did with me, to make me look like a dragonborn. I bet you'd be more intimidated then.
Oh. Yeah, maybe. I don't think I'd look like a dragonborn, though. I think I'd just look like a really big goblin.
That sounds pretty intimidating to me. Anyway, can I keep this at least for tonight?
Yeah, you can have it.
I
You said we could keep it.
I mean, it's a book. You know how I get with books. I'm probably going to drop it in 3 days, but, I kind of want to look at the pictures and stuff.
Well, we could take the pictures out. You could just keep those if you want.
I could just have the book for a day or two, and then I'll give it back.
Okay.
Okay, goodbye.
Good night.
It's 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awkwardly leave.
Everyone clearly
Before I
was
leave,
trying to listen at the door and then looked really busy when you come out.
Before I leave, can I insight Flubs to see if he's okay?
Sure. Flubs, you can roll whatever you wish against that.
$14.
4.
Okay.
Flubs.
I don't know if Flubs understands exactly what has been told to him quite yet.
Yeah. He's recognized that his name was in a book of dead people. And that kind of freaks him out a little bit. He's kind of he's a little bit in shock. He's still fully competent and speaking clearly, but like Dee said, he hasn't fully comprehended everything yet, and so he's trying to make sense of it in his mind, trying to put the pieces together. It's just weird and confusing right now.
Okay, yeah, he needs to process. Hey, haven't you guys heard of privacy? Jeez.
Oh, what?
Bang off! Shoot! Go!
We weren't listening at the door. We weren't.
Yeah, right. You liars.
They're so cute. They're very fresh, but they're so cute.
Oh. God, grown-ups are so weird. Pot!
Oh, yes.
Come on, help me work on some stuff. Maybe we'll finally get your eyes done.
Am I finally going to get eyes?
We're 90% there. I just need to get that 10% more, and then we're ready.
I was honestly thinking maybe she's just going to keep it going because the joke is really good, but
no,
I would be
I've been working. You've been helping.
Okay, yes, let's get to cracking.
Great.
All right, Greb, go ahead and make a tinkering check.
Ooh, bad. 11.
Damn. 92%
I
done.
just can't figure out this last part.
Can anybody help with that, perhaps?
Maybe Edgar could
You could ask Edgar. Edgar sort of like is like
help with Pot's eyes.
I mean, I
he
could
seems
try.
like a smart guy. Hey, have you heard of eyes for like automatons or constructs?
Oh, sure. The theory of it. Yes, you do need precious gems, which I see you have here. And yeah. So what are you stuck on here? He looks at your math and your engineering. He's like, yeah. Well, the theory is
you can't
all
figure
here.
out how to infuse the magic with this one part.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Roll with advantage.
Oh, way better. That's 19 plus 8.
All right. 27. All right. It does take
Edgar
you.
Allan Crow. Edgar Allan Crow.
Edgar Allan Crow. It does take the rest of the day, basically like until you get to Meadowfen. But you present Pot with a beautiful pair of eyes. What color are they?
They are black opal.
Fancy.
You see Pot blinks, looks around, and he's like, "Oh,
what do you see?"
Master Gift. It's amazing. I had it explained to me, but oh, it's beautiful. I don't know if I can cry. Can I lie? I have been meaning to ask you, can I lie? I don't know. And I also don't know if I can cry. I don't know if I have the particular ducks to do it, but if I could cry, I would, because it's beautiful. He's looking out the window on like a fucked up wasteland.
I don't think, I mean, you could mentally cry, but I don't think you could physically cry.
I'm mentally crying.
Okay, Pot. You can see the world now.
Wow, this is a
and
very
hopefully you'll be a lot more
fascinating construct
hopeful.
here. Did you invent this little homunculus
I
that you have
did.
here? Yes. Exquisite work. Exquisite. Very interesting.
Thank you.
It's very special for a homunculus servant.
Yes, he is.
He Alright.
Inside him.
Yeah. Can I do insight?
Yeah. Flubs out the door. It's
very special, very unique, as in, only 3 of a kind, that kind of thing.
Dirty 20.
Edgar does not fully buy that you made pot yourself. He's gonna let you have the brag, but he is like, there's layers to this.
Yeah.
He's seen in homunculus sermon.
Deep down, Greb knows that she didn't, like, truly make him from scratch, but she still believes that she, like, created the most part of him.
100%. I think Edgar was probably asking you more in, like, in even just, like, the pot's, like, actual body and stuff. Like, he sees you making the eyes, and he's like, oh, like, did you make the rest of them? And I think he clocks that pot is, like, made of, like, ancient material. So, he at least thinks that you would help. But he's gonna let you have the W. Really cannot wait to take you to Zeerbugs. It's a truly magical store.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yes, it's run by a very old gnome.
No.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Quite uncommon. Quite uncommon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, those don't seem to be common around here.
Honestly, the only gnome I know.
Wow. What's his name again?
Oh, Xerxes.
Xerxes. It's a very fancy name. It's a very wizard name.
It really is, isn't it? I actually attended his wedding recently.
His wedding?
Mm-hmm. Oh, are we back?
I can't anymore.
I also lost.
Okay, are we back? We're back.
I think so. Yeah.
The lore broke the stream for a second.
Yeah. I just heard that he got married recently.
Yeah, wedding is something we did here.
Yeah. Yes, recently got married.
Wedding.
Yes, maybe about, a little over a year ago now. If I don't say so myself, a truly beautiful goblin woman.
Cool.
Lovely man. Can't wait to introduce him.
So you've met him before?
Yes. We like to talk shop.
I'm excited to meet him.
You guys arrive in Meadowfen.
Wee.
Above the table, my brain is broken.
Yeah, lore.
With all the lore drops.
Everyone's family stuff. Alright, so you guys reach Meadowfen. Meadowfen is a out of the way, like, last stop on the road. It's truly
use the bathroom here.
It's truly barely a town. It's more like a hamlet. Riven, you would suspect that the reason Cara and Co. have now been posted out here is for 2 reasons. Reason number 1, they are a little older now. So it's almost like, oh, we've taken you away from all the politicking and, like, politicalness of Alderheart and put you right next to the heart of like what you want to do. And it's also a way to change out the old guard, right? So it's like now that Cara and Co are kind of getting to the point where they can't be used on like recruiting posters and stuff, they are trying to find they're trying to find a new Tenderheart crew to like rebrand and da-da-da. So it's a 1-2 punch.
Is that, I mean, I guess that means that they're less attuned to like whatever the main headquarters like
this was
dynamics.
This was a recent move. It happened while you were gone.
Right. Okay.
Also, just a side note, you think that you've been gone for a long time. And it's and apparently it's only been like a month or two.
Is that a normal thing to have like time dilation between the courts?
You don't know because technically, Flubs wouldn't know, but it seems that part of the magic that is keeping the Spring Court surrounded, a time dilation happens when you enter into a different plane, essentially. So it seems that not only is time absolutely racing here compared to the material realm, there also seems to be a bit of a discrepancy between that and the time that's happening in the rest of Prismere.
Does never mind. I'm thinking too meta. Can I ask if the Alderheart time dilation and the Scorched Grove time dilation are one and the same?
Yes.
Okay.
You think some of the time dilation happened as you were like crossing over into thither, and you don't quite like, you couldn't really pinpoint, oh, it happened here on this day.
Yeah.
Timey-wimey.
Do they? Is it a physical appearance shift too? Like I look 7 years older, and they were like, man, that must have been a rough 2 months.
It's hard with Dragonborn and honestly any humble folk.
We're all just like eternally 25.
Yeah, like, you know, I would say you feel that time.
That makes sense.
And I think in the way that I think like 7 years could go by and I would like look at my face and I wouldn't be like, oh, I look so much older, right? But then if I look back at photos from 7 years ago, you're like, oh shit. Like yeah.
Yeah, I did that recently. I was like,
yeah, so
kids
day to day, and also like you probably didn't have a mirror on the road or whatever. But I think Serafine is gonna notice.
You look like shit, bro. Or something to that effect. Okay. So yeah, I guess that's interesting. I mean, I'm not sure if I guess I don't know how much pull Cara is gonna have with like the leaders if they've sort of put her out to pasture, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, she is beloved. Cara is extremely likable. She is a very charismatic individual. She has been the golden bird of the Tenderhearts for several years. Yes, they have technically put her out to pasture, but they've also given her like an easy spot. You know, like it's they didn't give her like a heinous,
Right, it's more of a this is you're due a nice not a retirement, but like in recognition of your service, basically.
So Meadowfen is like a sleepy little village. It's honestly more like a hamlet. It's truly like one of everything. It's got like one tavern, one
one beer on tap.
Yeah, one beer on tap. It seems to be like almost like a newer settlement. Like it's popped up in the past like 50 years or whatever. But it's not built up or anything like that. Greb? Well, yeah, go ahead and roll for... I'll have you roll a piloting for Lady Morgort, to land the plane. Land this storm cloud balloon. Which you haven't done yet.
Are we helping each other?
Yeah. You're helping Lady Morgort. I'm just gonna have you roll, because it's more fun for you to roll than me.
Do I roll with advantage?
You're gonna roll with advantage, you're gonna add your piloting, which I think is a +2. Alright. Is it the world's most perfect landing? No. Is it excellent for a first-time land? Yes. So there's
gonna be some turbulence.
It's
hang on. Seatbelt signs turned on.
I think we might have lost you again.
Oh, okay. I'm back.
Yeah.
Stream's buffering.
You come back.
I'm back. Here we go.
Necesito.
I'm back.
She's back.
I'm back.
Yeah. We were just trying to buckle our seatbelts for the turbulence. Please return to your seats.
Seatbelts up and tray tables upright, please.
Everyone,
Pat will be around to collect your trash.
No, I want to keep my trash.
He wants to eat his trash.
Master Feast, there's really so much trash in here. He like whips past your blanket, and there's just like a whole like layer of trash. Are you just sleeping under this trash?
No, it's to the side. It's where I left it.
It's like mold with the piles of dirt in Atlantis.
Yes.
I have a pile of junk next to my bed, and it drives my wife crazy. But that's just the ADHD.
We lost Kenku.
Mm-hmm.
You say the stream died? Is that what you said?
No. Yeah, I'll just turn off the Kenku for now.
Oh, okay.
That make it better? Stream's still up. So we're doing good.
Yeah, I see it.
I see the stream. Yeah.
Okay. Whew. I'm just gonna drop the music for now. We're almost done. So you guys, have a turbulent landing, but it's all good. No damage to the storm cloud balloon.
Throws up.
Oh.
Use the provided barf bags, please.
I don't travel by air normally, and this is a lot of moving.
Okay.
Are those the ice cubes? Oh.
Riven, black goo is mixed in with your upchuck.
That's gross. I don't tell anyone. Keep it to myself.
You land safely, and you see Cara and Co. kind of like, they get out their little you guys don't have like uniforms, but you have little like almost like vegetables almost. They're sort of like not really a cape, but it kind of goes over your head, and it's like some like leaves. God, I know there's a word for this, but I don't know what it is. And it has like a little fire emblem on it.
Mantle?
Mantle, thank you so much. So you guys put on your little mantles. Say it's still live. Okay. I'm scared of the stream right now. Okay. You see Cara fishes for an extra one. It is small. Riven, maybe this isn't your size, but if you wanted it.
If it's too small, I could wear it.
Yeah, maybe Flubs can wear it.
Oh,
You can borrow it.
Flubs, would you like to join the Tenderhearts? I mean, we're always recruiting and taking in new members. I mean, I would make sure that you are put on the best possible team.
I don't know, do you, like, go towards fires often?
It is sort of the whole thing, yes. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe your team
fan
wouldn't
from
be...
distance.
Okay, maybe your team wouldn't be, part of that, but it is, that is what we normally do, so, yeah.
What do the other teams do?
Oh, tending the groves, like, the druids will like heal the trees, and then we work with the wildlife, and then some are just studying the local wildlife, and it seems like you're just interested in the mantle.
Kind of just wonder about the
You just want to here you
yeah.
go, honey.
Thanks.
He's been through a lot, and I'm just not going to say no to him because look at how cute he is.
Except they love me because I'm precocious.
You could use that as, like mental manipulation.
You see Everlay and Cara like at each other and like, oh, look at how cute he looks. Maybe he'll come around to the idea. Flubs, you may add one mantle
Let's
of
go.
the Tenderhearts to your disguise kit.
Oh.
Ah, yes. Perfect. I planned for
It's
this.
an honorary member.
Mhm.
It's a legitimate mantle, so no one will question you. I have no idea that you're a rogue.
Nope.
As you guys stumble out of the storm cloud, you see walking towards you a gallus woman, older gallus woman. She's got the red. She's got like a little bit of red, kind God, I don't know what you call that on a rooster, but she's a rooster, okay? She's got a little bit of like red right up here. Plumage. She has like a dark beak.
Crest.
Short dark beak. She's got a little bit of red plumage around her eyes. She has like a sharp and stern look, but she does smile and do a polite wave as you guys walk towards her. And she holds out her hands and she goes, yes, welcome to Meadowfen. Cara,
Hello.
It's lovely to see you. Hello, young ones. Ah, a budding Tenderheart, I see. She pats you on the head. Precious. And
Precocious.
And that. Riven, I believe you know her? Let me look at your notes that I put in myself. You do!
I do.
This is Ardwin. Ardwin is the elder of Meadowfen. She is a venerable veteran. She's been in Meadowfen basically since it started. She was one of the two founding people. Her husband recently died, but they ran the village together until his death, and now she is doing the role alone. She has always been very kind to you, and she has excellent leadership qualities. She just does not have the patience for grand politicking in the capital.
I see.
Riven of the Ashen Bow, my friend. She outstretches her wings, gives you a big hug.
I knew her husband, right?
You did know her husband.
But do I know he passed?
You know that he passed.
Okay, because that was saved me from a conversation with awkwardness. Cool. Yeah. Bring it on in for the real thing.
He's rather cheeky. Gives you a big hug. And I think we're gonna end on this fine evening.
He's going to make it an interesting conversation.
All right, and we'll pick up there next time. So much lore. So much lore.
Our past few D&D sessions have
just
been
been like
lore heavy.
Well, it's like, we're gonna have a short session. All right, I'm just gonna dump a whole bunch of lore on you guys.
I was not prepared for that at all.
I know. I got in all three of your lores, which is fantastic.
I was like,
all right.
Why?
All right. Join us next time. Bye.